It has been a very busy week this week, in which I've had clients calling and requesting fish stock replacement or new fish stock. Today I talk about the whole idea of prep tank and why is it that I do not have a setup area referred to as prep area for sale. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. My name is Raleigh. I do ornamental fish keeping, fish care, breeding and keeping, and I also do tilapia breeding, keeping and trading. Okay, so today, sorry guys, but sharing the fish, the actual fish is not the priority right here. I'm just talking about prepping, right? So you might not see much because one, this is a barrel prep tank. You can see probably 2 or 3 fish swimming, and 2, I just took them from the pond a while ago, so the pond itself is messed up. Catching Mbuna within a large space filled with rocks can be an arduous task, a very tough task, right? I sell and I breed Mbuna cichlids. Right, I do Kenny, Mengano, Yellow Lab. I also do tilapia, right? Okay, and I have the same issue with them. So why is it I don't have a prep area for my fish stock whenever, like I would take out these are for sale, these are not for sale, and so too, right? Okay, so this is it. Whenever the fish is actually within the large space, they tend to have less stress. So this is my main pond for my Kenny, right? Probably you can't see it, that male Kenny there is looking orange, right guys? And that's the female. Well, those are some female smaller Kenny that's swimming around him, right? Okay, so why is it I don't have a prep area? Now, they tend to do better, as the fish tend to be better when they're in a large space. And so having them placed within a prepped area that they might not actually be sold like in a few hours can be a little bit stressing for them. So what I tend to do, I tend to remove those in which I'm going to be selling within let's say 2 to 3 days. I place them in that space and I get them ready for sale. And sometimes I even catch them overnight, that's 12 hours, and place them in a small space for them to actually be easily caught and placed in bags and shipped off to their new owner. As a fish trader, breeder, I go through several instances of fish being persons ordering fish, and then they would actually call in a short period of time saying that they have some amount of delays and they won't be getting the fish this week, they'll be getting the fish next week. As you can see guys, the prep area is a small area, right, compared to where they originate, right? So I might have, it depends on the request of the individual, I might have a lot of males within the space, right? And the reason why I have a lot of males, some persons don't want their fish to breed, so they want a lot of males. They want more males than females, or no males or no females at all, right? So they make that request. Some persons don't really matter, so that I just catch them randomly and place them in the space. Now with a lot of males, a lot of male fish within the space, there's a lot of aggression and the space is small, so therefore if the person cancel within like a week or so, like they say that, okay, I won't be collecting the fish this week, I'll be collecting the fish next week. The large area in which, this is my Mengano pond guys, the large area in which the fish is actually used to have now become small. And so you tend to have a lot of aggression, and as a result of that you might end up with dead fish within your prep area, or the fish might not die at the same time, but the fish might go through so much stress that whenever the fish do reaches its destination, it's either sick or it's dead, and then now you're gonna have to do a replacement, right? And that's what I don't want. So I tend to get the fish at a particular time where I know it's a surety that the sale will be there, and that you know, the person is open for delivery, right? So yeah, as far as prepping is concerned, guys, these are my large ponds. This is my tilapia pond, right? These are the bigger ones, right? The bigger fingerlings, the more expensive ones right here, the smaller ones here, and the very tiny ones around there. Now these are actually grouped according to size. So if individuals should say that they want let's say they want 2 dozen, and I say at least by the dozen, guys. So if they say they want 2 dozen X size fish, right, I'm gonna have to let out the water to about half, and then I use my little contraption to catch them, place them in a prep area, have them wait there a little bit, and then I package them probably within the next 12 or so hours, ready for sale. Now tilapia can be a little aggressive amongst their fellow, you know, tank mates, and so therefore having them in a prep area for an extra long time, guys, you're talking about a lot of replacement. I've had issues where, you know, it's my tilapia for sale, you know, this is the yellow labs in which well, the space for the yellow labs in which I just get 12 fish for 2 separate clients. Yeah, I have one delivery this week and one delivery next week, right? So you can see the space, and as I shared with you before in the earlier part of the video, it's difficult sometimes to catch the fish with them hiding here. So what I have to do, I have to actually take out the stones and then drop the water a little bit, probably half, and then catch the fish and then put back the stones in, and that can be a little tedious. And so as to ensure that I don't go through that another week, right, I caught the ones in which I'm going to be selling to a gentleman somewhere in Manchester in a bit, right? So I have my breeding stock in which I have over that side, right? Plus I have the one in which I'm going to be the ones in which I'm going to be placing into the 60 gallons. Plus I have you know, my other stock, right? So it's a lot of work here, and you might say, hey, this is a very easy task, easy money, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, guys. I cleaned this pond about 2-3 weeks ago. I took out everything and I placed them back in, and you know, it's a lot of work, right? So the essence of this video is talking about the prep area for sale. Some persons on YouTube, they do the breeding and trading of fish. They do have a space in which they like take out the fish for sale, like probably a fish room or a special pond in which they place all the fish in. Now I can't do that because these are Mbuna, 1, and 2, if I, unlike the pet shop is a different case. Pet shop would have all the fish, all the Mbuna swimming within a glass aquarium, and you can actually see and choose your fish, right? But those fish never normally stay within the pet shop for more than probably about a week, right? I can't do that with my Mbunas because after a certain time they start to fight each other. And pet shop, whenever they do lose fish, they don't really lose money, right? But whenever I do lose fish, I lose money. So therefore the rock work and the hiding spaces are necessary within the prep area, right? And that is time consuming, and that can be a lot of work. So as to avoid that, guys, I have actually taken the opportunity to just create small prep areas at the time in which the fish is actually ordered, and preparation for delivery. So yeah, these are my tilapia, guys. So thank you for stopping by. I hope that this video makes sense, talking about prepping for sale. For most persons, you don't really sell fish, but this is just a backdoor to my business, yeah, my passive income, right? Yeah, peace out, guys. Catch you next time. Bye bye.